In previous module, we talked about the origin about Brahmaputra river, if I am correct. Today we will try to see the Ganga system. Ganga has got many tributaries in the form of Gandak, Buri Gandak, Ghagra, Kosi, Son, Betwa, many rivers. Yamuna, many tributaries are there and form a Ganga system. So today we will see everything about Ganga. As well as today we will try to focus on Peninsula India also, if time permits me. The Ganga system. The Ganga is the most important river of India, both from the point of view of its basin as well as cultural significance. Ganga is treated as a mother goddess. Origin of Ganga. It rises in the Gangotri glacier near Gaumukh, 3,900 meters in the Uttarkasi district of Uttarakhand. You are aware of this fact. Ganga originates from the Gangotri and belong in your Uttarkasi district of Uttarakhand. Here it is known as the Bhagirathi. It is known as the Bhagirathi. First, when it drops, starting point of Ganga is called Bhagirathi. It cuts through the central and the lesser Himalayas in narrow gorges. Yes, it forms the narrow gorges. At Dev-Prayag, yes, you see, Bhagirathi meets the Alaknanda, and after that, its name becomes Ganga. Because it has to meet Alaknanda. Bhagirathi meet with the Alaknanda, then it gets its name as Ganga. Very simple to understand. You can see with the map also. We have a lot of Yamunotri, Gangotri, Kedarnath, Badrinath. Yes, you can see Dhauli Ganga, Alaknanda. You can see Alaknanda, Vishnu Prayag, and many Prayag. We'll see. Fourth point. Alaknanda has its origin in the Satopant glacier above Badrinath. You see the Badrinath. Alaknanda originates from the Badrinath. Alaknanda consists of the Dhauli and a Vishnu Ganga, means tributaries, okay, which meet at the Gosimath or Vishnu Prayag. Yes, it meets with the Vishnu Prayag, Dhauli Ganga. Alaknanda meets the Vishnu Prayag at your Dhauli Ganga, and Alaknanda meets at the Vishnu Prayag. Prayag means where it joins, two river system joins. That's why we have Deva Prayag. Yes, Prayagraj. Prayag means your Milan, formation, merging point. So Alaknanda consists of Dhauli and the Vishnu Ganga, which meets at the Josinath of the Vishnu Prayag. Okay, Josimath or Vishnu Prayag. Other tributaries of Alaknanda are your Pindar, join it Karna Prayag. You see the Karna Prayag also. There Alaknanda come from upper side, and at Karna Prayag, other river also met with the Alaknanda. You can see with the map, with the diagram. The other tributaries of Alaknanda, such as Pindar, join it at Karna Prayag, while the Mandakini meets at Rudra Prayag. You see the Rudra Prayag, we have Mandakini also from upper Kedarnath, from the Kedarnath. Yes? Now you see the Deva Prayag. Ganga originates from the Gangotri and then meets. You see how much water actually possessed by the Alaknanda. Yes, because Alaknanda has got lot of tributaries. You have seen the Ganga enters the plain at the Haridwar. From Haridwar, Ganga enters into the Gangetic plain. From here it flows towards the south. From the south, yes, you see from the south. You can see with the map. Yes, from here also you can see. Yes, you can notice here. Like this. It flows to the south and then towards east. You see the map? Yes. Go and see the colorful map. Yes. First it floats towards the south and then flow towards the east. Yes, sir. Bay of Bengal region. From here it flows towards the south, then to the southeast and east, and flows as a distributary. Hooghly and Bhagirathi are the distributary, opposite to that of your tributary. Because distributary is the opposite of tributaries. Tributaries met at a one point, but from one point if it divulges into many rivers. Yes. That's called your distributaries. And finally, when Ganga enters at your Coast Bengal region, The rivers got divided into many parts and becomes the distributaries. Not tributaries, distributaries. Bhagirathi and Hooghly. You can say. Flows as the distributary of Hooghly and Bhagirathi, and the entire river system has a total length. You see the entire length of the river system is your 2,525 kilometers. That's why it is a very much parallel to your 2,400 kilometers of the Himalayan belt. You can relate with the Himalayan also. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
It flows through the states of Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and West Bengal. But it is all about the river of Ganga. It is not about the tributaries of Ganga. If you compile tributaries of Ganga, it becomes a huge area. The Ganga covers basin. Now you see a 10th point. First point you can see. Uttarakhand, it covers the area of 110 kilometer. Uttar Pradesh 1450 kilometer. Bihar 445 kilometer. West Bengal 520 kilometer. You see the whole Uttar Pradesh. Yes, covered by Ganga. Ganga basin, if you see the whole Ganga basin drainage system, it covers 8.6 lakh square meter alone. You see, because now tributaries will also join the main Ganga system. If tributaries will join, obviously you have to take account of the tributaries areas also. In this way, Ganga river system cover approximately 9 lakh square kilometer of India's plain or India's land. You see the aerial view of the Hooghly river. Hooghly river and Bhagirathi river are distributaries of your Ganga. You see, from here you can see map. Ganga, yes, from Ganga actually, if you see from the Uttarakhand, it moves towards south, and from towards south it moves towards the southeast, and from southeast it moves towards the east direction. If I am correct.
Yes.
Yamuna also. Yamuna and Ganga meets at your Haridwar, at your Allahabad. That's why it is a Prayagraj. But you see the tributary of Yamuna, Chambal, other river also there. You can see. If you see the special tributary of Ganga, you have Gomti, river Sarda, same river, Kali river. In your Nepal, Ghagara, Gomti, Gandak, Budi Gandak, Kosi, Hooghly river you can see, Damodar. These are the tributaries of the Ganga system. Actually, there are many tributaries. Yes, 11th point. The Ganga river system is the largest in India, not in Asia. In Asia, you have, what is the longest river of Asia? Yangtze river of China. That rivers, today I will teach you in the current affairs, don't worry. The Ganga river system is the largest in India, having a large perennial and non-perennial river also. Non-perennial river also because some tributaries of the Gangas are belong from your plateau regions, from plateau areas. Yes, that's why non-perennial rivers are also part of your Ganga system. Although the main part of the Ganga are perennial in nature. Okay, non-perennial originating in the Himalayas in the north and peninsula in the south respectively. That is a non-perennial. What is the meaning of perennial? Tell me. What is a perennial? That's why I am telling you. You are like LKG student. Perennial that flows throughout the year. Sadabahar 24/7. You are really like a LKG student, UKG student. The river finally, yes, some rivers are 24/7. They never dry up. But some rivers can be dry up.
Yes.
Depends on the precipitation.
Yeah.
The river finally discharges itself into the Bay of Bengal near the Sagar Island. Sagar Island, you know, many people go to the Ganga Sagar. That's the Ganga Sagar actually, where Ganga drain off into Bay of Bengal. That is the Ganga Sagar. And Ganga Sagar is also treated as one of the very sacred places. So far Hindu is concerned.
Yes.
And my mother and my father also visited that place. Ganga Sagar. Very beautiful place. River right bank tributary and left bank tributary. Yes, if I am a human being, you can see this is my right hand and this is a left. Correct? So simple. If I am flowing like east direction, this is a right and this is a left. Gomti, Budi Gandak, all are my left tributaries and this is a right. Damodar and other Son, Betwa, all are my right river. You can see from this. Right bank tributary, that's why Yamuna and Son river. Easy to understand? And so far left bank tributary is concerned, Ram Ganga, Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi, Mahananda. All are the left. So you can relate how left and right direction, because I am moving toward, if I am moving toward the east, my left become this part and right. Okay. Yes, mirror image. Yes, you can see this also. Now we will try to see the river Yamuna also, because river Yamuna is your tributary of Ganga river. Yamuna is the westernmost and the longest tributary of Ganga, correct?
Yes.
Westernmost, what does it mean westernmost? Yes, from the right tributary. It has origin in the Yamunotri. Okay? No, it is a Yamuna, no? From the, left side. Yes, you can see the map. Yamuna originates from the same way, Yamunotri. Your left part. It has its source in the Yamunotri glacier and the western slopes of the Bandar Panch range, 6,316 km. It joins the Ganga at Tribeni Sangam, Prayagraj, Allahabad. Yes, I told you. If you see the right bank tributary of Ganga, this Chambal, Sindh, Betwa, Ken and towns, I told you. So far left is concerned, Indoan, Rind, Sengar and Baruna. But the right bank tributary of Ganga are important for UPS, because these are also become the part of the Ganga system. Okay, that's why the right bank tributary of Ganga are more important as compared to left bank. So do not try to memorize the left bank tributary of Ganga. Right bank is important for UPSC context. Yes, you see, yes, on our Ganga system we have many national waterways. First we can see from Prayagraj to your Haldia, you can see from here. Prayagraj to Haldia is stretch of Ganga. Bhagirathi Hooghly river also part of this national waterway 1. National waterway 2 you can see. Sadia Dhubri stretch of Brahmaputra also. Yes, I told you in the whole Assam covered in the national waterway 2. So far 3 is concerned, 3 is entirely in Kerala. But if you see the national waterway 110, all about a Yamuna river on the river. Yes, you can see with the map also. Now we'll see the river system of the Himalayan drainage. Quick facts for exams. Okay, very important. The Ganga river is known by different names when it joined by different rivers. Correct? Yes. It got different name. I told you. First it is called as Bhagirathi, but at Alaknanda when it joins, it becomes Ganga. So near Rajmahal hills, it turns to the south, Farakka. Yeah, towards the south.
Yes.
It ceases to known as, now it becomes a Ganga. It bifurcates itself into the two parts, Bhagirathi and Hooghly in West Bengal,
yes.
distributaries of Ganga.
Yes.
It flows as a Padma. In Bangladesh, Ganga is named as your Padma river, Bangladesh. Okay, where it meets Meghna river. Meghna river is a tributary of Tista river.
Yes.
And your Brahmaputra river.
Yes.
Well, after all, Tista river and Brahmaputra river flows into the Bay of Bengal, crossing the Bangladesh. So Meghna river is a Ganga river, and Padma river is your Brahmaputra river, in which you have Tista river also. Correct. Likewise, the Brahmaputra upon reaching Bangladesh meets Tista and known as a Jamuna there. Not Padma. I'm really sorry. It flows as, not a Meghna. Meghna was a different river. I'm really sorry for that. Actually, Brahmaputra river is named as a Jamuna in Bangladesh. Jamuna. So many people have confusion. Jamuna and Ganga may be the same. No, Ganga and your Padma is the same river, but Jamuna is a Brahmaputra. Jamuna is a Brahmaputra.
Yes.
Because anyone can get confused. Jamuna, that is when Yamuna is a Ganga. Anyone can get confused.
Yes.
But Ganga is a Padma in Bangladesh, and Jamuna is all about your Brahmaputra. Meghna river is very different.
Yes.
Meghna, I'll tell you in the next class or other classes. Meghna river originates from our northeast part. Barak river, other river also there. Jamuna river eventually meets the Padma river. Very simple to understand. Jamuna river, I'll tell you. Yeah, you can relate with the map also. Yes, Jamuna. Meghna, I told you, no? Meghna you can see from the northeastern part of the country. Yes, you can see the map also. Padma river, Ganga, distributaries. Meghna from the northeast, and yeah, from the Brahmaputra we have different Jamuna system. They all made together and form the largest delta of the world. You see the part Chambal. Now we'll see the Chambal. Chambal is famous for its badland topography called the Chambal ravines, because the land structure are not so good, and that's why it become the very good place for the dacoits and robbers. That's why Chambal ka Daku, because of this structure. So Chambal is famous for its badland topography called the Chambal ravines. Chambal rises near Moh in the Malwa plateau of Madhya Pradesh and flows northward towards through a gorge towards Kota in Rajasthan, and where the Gandhi Dam has been constructed. On this river we have a dam also called the Gandhi Sagar Dam. From Kota it transfers down to Bundhi and Savai Madhavpur and Dholpur, and finally joins the Yamuna. So it is showing you that how Chambal becomes the tributary of Yamuna. It's very simple. You do not need to by heart everything.
Yes.
You simply say yes, Chambal is a tributary of Yamuna. It's okay, it's fine. But how it is connected to the Savai Madhavpur, and how it is connected to the Kota, and how Gandhi Sagar Dam has been constructed over the. You should have such knowledge.
Yes.
Banas is an important tributary of Chambal. It originates in the southern part of the Aravalli range and joins the Chambal river near Savai Madhavpur. Okay, so there is a part of don't need to understand. Okay, in a 360 angle, it is okay, it's fine. Because if you go and research about these things, there is no need actually. Go by the simple thing. Yamuna, but yes, you should have such. Where is the Aravalli range? Aravalli range is important. It connects everything, but if you can do it. That's why it is a quick facts about the Chambal river, and it's very important in examination. Yes, you see 17 point National Chambal Gharial Sanctuary, very very important. Actually it falls under the Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan area, combined area. These are tri-state project to facilitate, that is a state, it is a project made by the three state. That's why tri-state project to facilitate the restoration of ecologically health of the river system there, and provide full protection to the gharial species, because gharial species are very very important. If gharial is saved, other organism can be also saved, because these are the very key species in any ecosystem. Okay, I told you number of times what are the key species, what is the keystone species, what is the niche species. Yes, I told you. Dams on the Chambal rivers you can see Rana Pratap Sagar Dam, Gandhi Sagar Dam, Jawahar Sagar Dam, Kota Barrage. Yes, we have lot of things. Okay. Gandak, you know, left bank tributaries of Ganga. You see, Gandak comprises two streams, namely a Kali Gandak and Trisul Ganga. It rises in the Nepal Himalayas between the Dhaulagiri and Mount Everest, and drains central part of Nepal. Very simple. It enters the Ganga plain in Champaran district of Bihar. I am talking about the Gandak river.
Yes.
And joins the Ganga at Sonpur near Patna. Large number of tributaries rises in the Nepal, and its most outstanding being the Kali Gandak. Yes, we have Buri Gandak also.
Yes.
But everything will not present in the NCERT book. No, we have a lot of, like Ghagra originates from the Nepal, Karnal in western Nepal. Its main tributaries are the Sarda Kali river, Sarju, on the bank of which Ayodhya is located, and the Rapti also. Ghagra originates in the glacier of Mang Chango in Tibet. Yes, Ghagra actually originates from the Tibet region, but how it transverses Nepal as well as India also. Ghagra. And they become the left bank tributary of Ganga system. You see Sarda or Kali river, yes, these rivers gets very different names. Like you see, river Sarda, Mahakali or Kali Ganga joins Ghagra. Ghagra, I told you, Ghagra that originates from the Tibet, joins in the plain before it meets the Ganga at Chhapra. Saran district. Yes. Kosi. The Kosi river is a transboundary river. It changes its course. That's why it is a sorrow of Bihar. Yes, you know about this thing. Between India and Nepal, it consists of 7 streams, and that's why it's Sapt Kosi. Kosi is an antecedent river. I told you antecedent river about antecedent river. It actually formed before any barrier and following the same courses after barrier also.
Yes.
So Kosi is the antecedent river which is the sources of the north of the Mount Everest. Kosi actually originates from the north, in a Tibet region, Mount Everest, to the north in the Tibet, where it main streams are Arun rises. After crossing the central Himalayas in Nepal, it joined by the Son Kosi from the west and the Tamur Kosi from the east. Because it It will combine with the different river also, no, from Nepal region. Sagarmatha National Park is present in the upper catchment area of the Kosi River, because Sagarmatha is all about the Mount Everest name in Nepal. So Sagarmatha River Park is situated on this river system. Very simple to understand. Ramganga. Ramganga is a comparatively a smaller river rising from your Garhwal hills. Garhwal is all about your Himachal Pradesh. Garhwal region, Himachal Pradesh, or you can say, yes, Himachal or Uttarakhand you can say. It changes its course to the southwest direction after crossing the Sivalik and enters in the plains of Uttar Pradesh near your Najibabad. Finally, it joins the Ganga near Kanauj. But Kanauj, Ramganga joins Ganga at Kanauj. See? Damodar, you know, Damodar occupies the eastern margins of the Chota Nagpur plateau, eastern part of Chota Nagpur. I told you in the previous model also. It flows through a rift valley and joins a Hooghly. Barak is also Barakar is also one main tributary of Damodar. Once known as the Sorrow of Bengal, Damodar has been termed by Damodar Valley Corporation, also first corporation of India, initiated by our Nehruji. Yes. Mahananda is another important tributary of Ganga, rising in the Darjeeling hills. And it joins the Ganga as a left bank. Yes, obviously left bank tributary. Son River. Son is the largest south bank tributary of Ganga, originates in the Upper Kantak Plateau, Upper Kantak, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh region and Madhya Pradesh region. Son means your right bank tributary. The important tributaries of Son are the Joilas, Gopat, Rihan and so on. North Kewl also. You see, yes, so I completed the river Ganga system. Now we will see the Brahmaputra. Today we will not go towards the peninsula, lack of time. Yes. But we will complete the Brahmaputra river system. Yes. Brahmaputra, one of the largest river of the world, has originated in the glacier of Kailash range near your Mansarovar. Yes, you can see Mansarovar give rise to the many rivers. Indus also. Yes, Indus also. Other river also. Tributaries of Ganga, Indus also, and this your Brahmaputra. Different names of Brahmaputra, you know, Yarluk, Changsung, Diang, Brahmaputra. The different names of the Dihang is also Dibang is a tributary of Brahmaputra, but Dihang is your name of Brahmaputra. Dibang is a tributary, yes. But Dihang is your name of the Ganga, name of the Brahmaputra. From here it crosses eastward longitudinally at a distance of, yes, you know about this thing, dry and flat region of southern Tibet, where it is known as Zangpo, means a purifier. You can see with the map also. And it crosses at the Dhubri at, you know that, forming the national waterway too. Yes. The Rangpo Sambo is the major river bank tributary of the river in Tibet. You can see Brahmaputra makes a deep U-turn near Namcha Barua, last portion of the Arunachal Pradesh. I told you about it in the Himalayas. Yes. It emerges as a turbulent and dynamic river after carving a deep gorges near your Namcha Barua. The river emerges from foothills under the name of Siang or Diang. Yes, Diang. Diang is a name given to the Brahmaputra river. It enters India west of Sadia town in Arunachal Pradesh from the Sadia to the Dhubri. That's why it forms the National Water Highway 2. Yes. Sadia, it enters the Arunachal Pradesh. First, it touches the Sadia town of Arunachal Pradesh. Flowing southward, it received main tributary. Yes, we have many tributaries like Dibang, Sikang, Lohit, and thereafter it known as your Brahmaputra river. You see the beautiful things. Yes, you can see this is Subesbi river also your left bank tributary. You see the Lohit, right bank tributary. Dibang is a right your Dhansari river, your right tributary. Kopila river, right tributary. Manas river, left tributary. Dhunsari river, left tributary. Kamang river, left tributary. Yes, we have lot of your dam system also. The Subesbi lower dam. Yes, you can see with the Raidak river originates from the Bhutan region. It's also part of your left bank tributary. Tista river is also your left bank tributary. Yes, Rangit river is also left bank tributary of your Brahmaputra. Very simple. Yes. 8th point. Brahmaputra receives numerous tributaries. Yes, I told you. It passes through. It passes of 750 kilometer journey, Assam Valley, totally Assam Valley. After Arunachal Pradesh, it crosses Assam Valley. Major tributaries I told you: Burhi, Dihang, Dhansari, South Kalang, whereas many I told you. Subensari, which has its origin in Tibet, is antecedent river also. Subensari antecedent, I told you. Brahmaputra enters India west of Sadia town. Yes, I told you. Brahmaputra enters into Bangladesh near Dhubri and flows southward, and when it meets the Padma system, Padma river. Yes, you see the first, yes, national waterway Sadia to the Dhubri. From Dhubri it cuts 90 degree. In Bangladesh, the Tista joins it on the river, yes, right river bank, I told you. That's why it's a Jamuna. Jamuna is a Ganga. sorry, Jamuna is your Brahmaputra in Bangladesh. It finally merges with the river Padma, which falls into the Bay of Bengal, all forming the Great Delta. Brahmaputra is well known for floods, channel shifting, bank erosion also, because yet it brings a lot of siltation. That is a problem of, it is a matter of concern for the Mani National Park also. This is due to the fact that most of the tributaries are very large and brings large quantity of sediments, and there is a heavy deposits on the catchment area. That's all about the today's class. I have completed. That's it.
Yes.